Welcome back to this career sim of the Toronto Blue Jays. We're in 2021. We're on May 3rd, and the Blue Jays have a 13-23 record right now. Just wanted to take a look at where we stand in the power rankings. We are actually 28th of 30 in the power rankings. So, yeah, we're having a bad start to the season. We just lost a couple games to Oakland. The last two, and then before that series we did win the first one. So we've lost two in a row, and now we head to, or we're still at home in Toronto, but we're facing the Los Angeles Angels to get this next sim started. So today we have an off day. We're going to finish that and get over to that first game with the Angels. Our pitching matchup, Nate Pearson, not Nate Pearson. It was supposed to be Nate Pearson. I'm just going to go check that. Nate Pearson was suspended, and he's also he's got heat exhaustion, so he's been scratched. I don't know if he's been suspended, but the fact that he was coming up in blue is like a suspension. So I'm just going to check our messages, but there doesn't seem to be anything about him. So yeah, we have a scratched Nate Pearson. So here we go. We've got Tanner Roark against Corey Kluber playing against the Angels, and the result of that game is a loss. Just another loss for the Blue Jays, and a 10-1 loss. I mean, Corey Kluber was excellent, but Tanner Roark was bad, giving up 5 runs, 2 home runs. Spencer Turnbull did okay in his 1 1/3 innings. Wilmer Font took a beating. He was amazing last year. You know, he had a 3.29 ERA, struck out 122 in 90 1/3 innings, and this year he's been awful. You know, there is a lot of variability from year to year with relief pitchers. They want us to read some important messages. The draft pool has been revealed. So Kumar Rocker is the number 1 ranked pick, obviously. I mean, this guy coming out of Vanderbilt has been phenomenal. Yeah, so when we get to the draft, which is about a month away, you're probably going to see me take a much more hands-on role. I'll probably do the first few rounds live, and then I'll probably do the rest of it offline and then go over some highlights. But the draft, I felt like last year we were just getting too many high school players for it to be realistic. So I'm probably going to do it. I'm probably going to take a lot more college guys. I'm not going to review the draft pool right now. It doesn't, really make too much sense. But we do want to, see we are picking probably later. Yeah, we're picking 25th. And then when it settles in, we don't have any of these supplemental picks. Then it settles in. We're 23rd here, 14th in round 3, 18th in round 4. It jumps around, 21st in round 5, and I think after round 5 it's going to kind of settle. Yeah, 21st. So yeah, we're not a great place to pick. I mean, that's the curse of our kind of overperformance last year. All right, so let's get back to the game, and we'll play the game against the Angels with Hyunjin Ryu, who has suffered a day-to-day injury, is going to be out for a week, and it was a loss 5-6, 6-5. Bo Bichette had 3 hits, and J.D. Martinez had a couple. Travis Shaw hit a home run off Shohei Ohtani. We got to Ohtani pretty well here with 5 runs against him, but the bullpen for the is that J-Hap? That is J-Hap. J-Hap coming out of the bullpen, shutting us down for 3 innings. The bullpen really shut us down, and Danny Jimenez was all right in 2 innings. We had to get the bullpen really involved in this one because Ryu only lasted 2 innings. Wade Davis, a strong outing. Tim Meza blew the save. Wilmer Font gave up a run. Ken Giles and Hyunjin was injured. So today we have the draft pool announcement, which we already had. Back here we've got Nate Pearson. He's ready to go again. Hopefully we can get a win out of this series, salvage a game, and we can't even do that. No, we have to finish the day first. So I knew that 6-5 score looked familiar. Billy McKinney is also got a day-to-day injury. These injuries are piling up. We've got McKinney, that's Buffalo, so that's not. Yeah, so Ryu's day-to-day, Gurriel's day-to-day, McKinney's day-to-day. I think we're just going to have to live with it. And the nice thing is we did win. Vladie Guerrero was 3 for 3 with 2 doubles. Gurriel, a triple and a home run. He's obviously not feeling too many ill effects of that day-to-day injury. He's still 5 days sprained knee, but he hit a home run and had 2 hits, 5 RBI in that game. JD Martinez, another couple of hits. That's also good to see. Guerrero with a couple doubles. Travis Shaw. Nate Pearson struck out 9 in 4 innings, but he's got to get more length out of himself. 3 hits, 4 walks. That's the troubling aspect there. Those 4 walks. All right, so now we also see that Yamaguchi, Turnbull, Davis, Meza. So Turnbull's been pitching well out of the bullpen, so that's always something we like to see, and that may bode well if we decide to bring Tanner Roark back to the bullpen, or even just release him altogether. Randall Grichuk's ready to come back, so we're going to send him on a rehab assignment. Actually, if Billy McKinney is day-to-day and he's out of options, so we're actually going to put him on the injured list and bring Grichuk back. Let's go to our lineups. So Grichuk is going to play right field for us. I don't want him batting second, though. So for lineup construction, I'm actually going to ask the AI, because, yeah, they actually have Kevin Biggio leading off. Yeah, Biggio 152. I'm going to give Biggio a couple weeks to redeem himself, but Garcia is he's playing every other game at third, and every day at third against left-handed pitching. So I'm going to let that play out and see what happens. Now we've got Matt Boyd against former Blue Jay prospect Anthony Disclofani. We are down to a 14-25 record. That's pretty ugly, but we are tied with the Orioles for last place in the division. And we did win 8-0, so a great outing by Matt Boyd, evening his record at 3-3. Boyd gave up just 1 hit, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. That's a phenomenal game. Pitch score of game score. That's of 86. That's an outstanding game score. And Yamaguchi was solid in the last inning. Gurriel with another home run. He's getting hot. Danny Jansen with his second of the season. Jansen is hitting .227, so that's pretty similar to what he did last year. In fact, he's up a little bit in terms of both average and basically across the board about the same. So he's actually doing pretty much what he did, and maybe a boost in BABIP has helped him. Gurriel 3 for 4, back up to 200 now. He's heating up. Yusniel Diaz 0 for 3. Travis Shaw 0 for 5. Kevin Biggio 1 for 5. That does move his batting average up a little bit. All right, so we had a great game there. 2 wins in a row. And now we're facing Matt Hall with Anthony Kay. And took a loss on that one. Anthony Kay himself gave up 3. Not a bad start for Anthony Kay. 3 runs in 6 1/3 innings. But it was Rafael Dolis who gave up the other 2 runs. And Danny Jimenez 2/3 of an inning. And he gave up probably inherited runners coming in to score, because he had 2 hits allowed, a walk, and he was coming in that 9th inning. So, in that 8th inning, sorry. Just 5 hits for the club. Santiago Espinal 1 for 3. Randall Grichuk 1 for 4. JD Martinez 1 for 3 with a walk. Lourdes Gurriel with a home run, so he's red hot. Vladie was 1 for 4. All right, we're facing Nate Ivaldi. having a solid season with Tanner Roark. This may be Tanner Roark's last chance to really redeem himself. And the tension is killing me. Yeah, 11 runs. I think that's going to be it for Tanner Roark. 7 innings, 4 runs. It was actually the bullpen that fell apart, and it was Spencer Turnbull who we're probably looking at to fill that spot. Kevin Biggio, a couple more hits, so that was good to see. He hit 2 doubles. Vladie Guerrero hit a double, going 2 for 5. Yusniel Diaz, 2 for 4. Lourdes Gurriel, 2 walks, 1 for 2. That's a really nice game there. All right, we got a day off, and hopefully Hyunjin Ryu will be a little bit closer to coming back. It is now May the 11th, so we've got about 6 more days. So Nate Pearson, we're going to skip Ryu until he's a little better. He's got 1 more day, and we're facing Kevin Gossman with Nate Pearson on the mound. And Gurriel is out again. That is just brutal. We're going to put him on the injured list, 10-day. We're going to call somebody up from the minors. I'm just going to do that in a second, but we also lost 6-0. Nate Pearson gave up 3 runs in 5 innings. Rafael Dolis, another 3 runs for him. See, the guys who are just really reliable last year have not been this year. That's what's really kind of killing me, is that the reliability of the guys that we had last season are just not pulling anything off this year. Biggio did steal a base, but, I'm not 1 for 4 for Biggio. Lucroy was 1 for 3, but that's it, man. Two hits. Come on, guys. Got to do better than that. Like, how do you expect to do anything? So now we've got to call up somebody from the minors to take the spot vacated by Lourdes Gurriel. Billy McKinney is back on the injured list, and we're on pitching, so we need to see the hitters. Forrest Wall is pretty much the only guy, but Patrick Killahan has gotten hot. So remember, last time we took a look at what Patrick Killahan was doing, and he wasn't doing a lot, but he has really expanded his abilities. The one thing about Killahan that really bugs me is that his 35 contact rating. I'd much rather take Forrest Wall, who's 45, a little fringy, but kind of the same across the board. But yeah, for these guys, it's there's not a lot of upside for a lot of these guys. Ruben Tejada, Kevin Smith, again, not a lot of great stuff. So I'm going to bring up Forrest Wall, promoting him to Toronto. We're going to have a cascading effect. Cameron Eden is still day-to-day. Chavez Young is not doing great. He's hot, but he's not doing great. Brock Lundquist not doing well. Demi Ormaloy not doing well. Wow. Okay, it's going to be Chavez Young is going to move up. This is what you don't want to see when you have guys who just are not really earning a promotion. They're just kind of like, well, I guess they're the only guy I can pick, Griffin Conine, and I think he's going to just struggle in Double-A. Will Robertson, actually, I'm going to leave that. You know what? Will Robertson is off to a fantastic start. I'm going to promote him. And I know it's going to probably really tick off Griffin Conine when I send him back to A-ball. But I just don't think he's good enough. So, okay, so now we go back to Dunedin. We're going to bring up another outfielder from Lansing. Anybody doing okay? Justin Ammons is doing okay. Lantigua Kerwer. Okay, so this is what I want to see. I'm going to bring up McGregory Contreras. All right, and we still have 4 guys here, so that's fine. We're just going to update the lineups for Dunedin. Update the lineups. Now, a lot of these guys, I don't think, is he angry? Yeah, he's okay. That's fine. Oh, we have lots of guys here. We didn't really need to do that. Well, we'll see what happens. All right. Here we go. We're going to update. And what do they do with that? They move Casey Clemens to DH. Brock Lundquist. Will Roberts is now playing first base. And we have Casey Clemens and Jake Brode. It'd be nice if one of those guys could play the outfield. Update all lineups, and Chavez Young is going to get in as a left fielder. And then we go to Toronto, and I am definitely going to remove that forced starting. And let's see what the bench coach says. Forrest Wall, he's going to start in left field. Luis Garcia, I think he's cooled off a bit. But anyway, now we return to action. We have Seth Lugo, Hyunjin Ryu facing the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Mets, who are going to play, and the pitchers are going to hit. Here we go, folks. And the Blue Jays get a win in the National League. Vladie Guerrero hit a home run, hit by a pitch, 2 RBI. Forrest Wall had his first Major League home run in his first game, probably his first at bat. That's actually really cool. Hit a 2-run home run. Kevin Biggio, a couple more hits. He's bringing his batting average up. So hopefully that's a continual trend for Biggio. And on the mound, Ryu, really solid start, but he only went 4 2/3 innings. Nobody was injured for us. 7 strikeouts, Yamaguchi, Font, and Giles. So some good mopping up there. That was nice to see. And the fact that the Jays did not stink it up was a great one. So there's a win. Here we go against the A's again. And we are facing Sean Manaea with Matt Boyd. And Matt Boyd helps the Jays win. Did he do anything well? Yeah, he had 4 runs, but 1 was earned. 8 strikeouts and 6 1/3. Dolis gave up a run, but the rest of the bullpen held it together. Ken Giles was really strong getting that save. None of our guys were injured. Randall Grichuk with a home run. Kevin Biggio with a home run, his first of the season, driving in 3 runs, also taking a walk. Danny Jansen 1 for 4. JD Martinez 2 for 3. Vladie Guerrero 1 for 5. Luis Garcia with a double. Danny Jansen with a triple. So nice game overall. 7 hits. I'd like to see more hits and more offense from this team. I think they have it in them. And we're going to go against AJ Puke with Anthony K. And we're at Friday. And it was a loss, 5-1. Offensively, just 3 hits. Like, remember I was just saying, I'd like to see more offense. We're obviously not getting that. Bichette, Grichuk, and Diaz with hits. Anthony K, not a great start. I'd like to see him not walk 5 guys would be fantastic. And 4 innings, more than 4 innings would be good. All right, we got Tanner Roark on the mound again. Could it be his last start? Let's see. He's facing Frankie Montas. And the Jays win. Roark may live to see another day. His inconsistency is just maddening. You never know what Roark you're going to get. And the fact is, he still gave up 2 home runs in this 7 2/3 inning performance. But that was great in that we could get to our, reliable part of the bullpen with Davis and Giles. No injuries. And 11 hits, so that's a little bit of an offensive breakout. Forrest Wall with a double, 2 hits. Bo Bichette with a hit and 2 RBIs. Vladie Guerrero with 2 hits. Luis Garcia with 2 hits, including a double. Travis Shaw walked 3 times. Yusniel Diaz with a hit. Grichuk with a hit. Lucroy with a hit. Really nice game all around here for the Jays. All right, Sunday. This is our final game of this sim, Sunday, May 16th, and we have Nate Pearson on the mound against Dalton Jeffries. And we did win. We have Billy McKinney eligible to come off the injured list. I'm going to send him on a rehab assignment, unless there's anybody I can replace him. Yusniel Diaz, I think it may be time to send him down. Forrest Wall is actually playing really well. He hit another home run today. So I think I'm going to send Diaz down. And Billy McKinney is going to come back to the majors. And let's take a look at the summary of this game. So on the mound, we had Nate Pearson. That's a much better start for Pearson. 1 walk, just 1 run on 2 hits. That was a solo home run and 8 strikeouts. Yamaguchi finishing it off. And Vladie Guerrero, 4 for 5. He hit a home run. Travis Shaw hit 2 home runs, 2 for 5. Yusniel Diaz, 3 for 4. I just set him down, so at least I'm not setting him down after a long slump. He hit a double. And Forrest Wall, second home run of his career, of the season. Grichuk with a hit. Shaw, Martinez. Bichette came out of the game, and Espinal took over, but doesn't say why. Maybe defensively, maybe pinch hitting. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to really pinch hit, but Bichette, again, is not hitting well. And Biggio with another couple hits for him. So really strong game here for the Blue Jays, finishing off this sim with a 12-1 win. So let's take a look at the minor leagues. I also want to make a decision on Tanner Roark, but I'm going to keep him around for another start because Turnbull has been giving up runs in his past few outings. So Turnbull's been giving up runs, and couple that with a strong start from Roark in his last outing. I don't think Roark is going to long term, but if we get something out of him this year, maybe he does a little bit better and we get something for him at the trade deadline. Who knows? But he obviously doesn't have a long-term future with the Blue Jays. Looking over, Wilmer Font has been awful. I don't know if he has any. No, he's out of option year, so we can't send him down. We can put him on waivers. But man, it's just such a struggle to find relievers. On the offensive side, again, we've been struggling with, here's Vladie Guerrero. His defense has improved a lot. He's now a 60 at first base. So that's outstanding. I'm just going to check out his fielding. Yeah, he's got a positive zone rating, positive defensive efficiency, or defensive efficiency above 1,000. Really, really, really impressive how quickly he has assimilated to the position. And he's having a solid offensive year as well. Forrest Wall, great start for him. Other offensive standouts are really just Jonathan Lucroy and Santiago Espinal in a limited role is hitting for positive production or positive OPS plus. Aside from that, everybody's really kind of underwhelming. Luis Garcia has come back to earth. He's not really walking a lot, and that was kind of the expectation, right? Luis Garcia's got a very low I right now. He needs to improve it, and there is room to improve it. And I like the fact that he's on the major league team, and he's not stinking. He's got a below average OPS plus, but he's not stinking. And his defensive flexibility really helps as well. JD Martinez is just an albatross. I'm probably going to try to shop him, but I'm, again, hoping that he does better. He does have 6 home runs. Vladie leads the team with 7. McKinney hasn't done well, but he's going to get a chance to play every day. Forrest Wall, he's going to get a chance to play every day with Gurriel out with that broken foot. So that's kind of where we stand right now. Let's head down to Buffalo and our hitters for Buffalo. Alejandro Kirk, he's a little bit tired, but he has really come on. Kirk, he's got 50 rating at catcher now, and he's got 32 games, 135 plate appearances, 11 doubles, 5 home runs, 393 on base percentage. So he is coming on strong. That's a 155 OPS plus. Ryan Noda's at a 101. Low batting average again, but we expect that. But a solid OBP, and the slugging percentage could be higher. Chavez Young has actually done really well since being called up. 333 average in 5 games. He's got a double. Yusniel Diaz is now back to the minors. And we're going to update all the lineups. So he's going to play center field. Everybody else has been pretty bad, except for Kivlahan, who's hitting for some power. On the mound, Paul Campbell, he's the guy, we did trade for him. He's been doing okay. Not great, but okay. Zach Eflin's been doing pretty well, so he may get a call up. Thomas Hatch has been doing badly. Patrick Murphy's been doing not great, and neither has Sean Reed-Foley. Although Sean Reed-Foley's the sort of walk-to-strikeout ratio is probably the most probably the most acceptable and the closest to somebody other than Eflin, to somebody who deserves a call-up. James Dykstra is having a rough time. So is Julian Fernandez. Zach Jackson walking way too many guys. Julian Merriweather has been actually pretty good as a reliever, but again, in the major leagues, he's walking too many guys and he gives up a lot of home runs. Jake Petrichka, fine. Kirby Sneed, nice walk to strikeout ratio. Curtis Taylor has been doing okay. Trent Thornton has been doing very well, so he's definitely a guy who can be on the list for call-up next. Ty Tice has been doing okay. Kaz Tsutsumi, not too bad. The walk rate's a little bit high. Strikeout rate is also high, but the walk rate is a little bit high. And Jordan Romano has been really good in the closer role after struggling for Toronto. In New Hampshire, Kyle Bradish, a lot of walks here. So, he's pitching, he's getting away with stuff, but he's got a lot of walks. Elvis Luciano needs to pick it up. Joey Murray has been really strong, so he's probably the next guy to go up to AAA. Him or Graham Spraker. Simeon Wood Richardson, really nice work here. Again, he's so young. He's 20 and he's in AA. He's really holding his own, and that's great to see. Travis Bergen is not doing great. Jake Brent's not doing great. Yency Diaz, Jake Fishman, PJ Poulin, all these guys, Sean Weimer not doing all that great. But Brad Wilson is doing very well, so he's a bullpen arm that we can look at for a promotion. Turner Larkin's actually also doing very, very well. In terms of our hitters, Gabby Moreno is tearing it up. This guy, he's one of our top prospects. Our catching prospects are just demolishing it right now. We've got Moreno, who is hitting .358 in 30 games. With 9 home runs. I think he's leading the team in home runs. And we've got Alejandro Kirk, who's just tearing it up in AAA. Casey Clemens has some pretty good numbers, which is fairly surprising. Will Robertson has shown some really great offensive in his first 4 games. He's got a home run. He's got .333 on base batting average. Cullen Large is also hitting pretty well. This is his 3rd year at the level, though. Nick Podkul, all the rest of these guys are all kind of to be expected. Although Demi Ormaloy is not doing as badly as I had originally thought. Cameron Eden is doing badly, but he is now healthy again, so hopefully we'll have more to report there. In Dunedin, Philip Clark is hitting for some more power, and that's something I wanted to see. He went through stretches where he didn't hit any extra base hits last year. Tanner Morris is also hitting very, very well. .333 batting average, 5-63 slugging. Jordan Groshans is not hitting well. McGregory Contreras, and defensively, he's not picking up shortstop as well as I'd like. So we'll have to see. He's 21 now, so he's not that old. Otto Lopez is struggling. McGregory Contreras, that's mostly his Lansing numbers. He's really struggling since the promotion to Advanced A. Griffin Conine has come on. He's got 5 home runs, so that's definitely more power than he had all of last year. Good slugging percentage, batting average is higher, so good stuff to see from Griffin Conine. And the pitchers, DePaula, bad. Johnston, bad. Better strikeout to walk ratio, but still bad. DePaula's walked more than he struck out. Alek Manoah, not good. Alex Nolan, better than Alek Manoah, which is kind of ridiculous. Juan Nunez, a little bit better than Alex Nolan. Cree Finfrock, just not getting it done. Jared DeCesare has a really good strikeout to walk ratio. Josh Hyatt is, again, strikeout to walk ratio isn't bad. Too many walks, a lot of strikeouts for the amount of innings he's pitched. Bobby Johnson, good strikeout to walk ratio. He's getting hit a little bit, though. Will McCaffer, not bad. Fitz Stadler is not doing badly. Troy Watson, not a bad strikeout to walk ratio, but he's getting hit. So not a lot of fantastic stuff here from our pitchers on the Dunedin Blue Jays. We go to Lansing. Brandon Eisert isn't doing badly, and Adam Kloffenstein is really pitching nicely. So that's what we wanted to see from Kloffenstein. We're going to probably bring him up within a couple of months. Eric Pardinho is just getting his butt handed to him. Gabriel Ponce and Antonio Saldana, Yeah, they're both kind of doing about the same, just okay. In relief, Felipe Castaneda is doing okay. Grant Townsend's doing very well. Sam Ryan is doing not bad. A lot of strikeouts for Ryan, but still walks are high. Roger Hernandez is one of our best guys. 16 strikeouts in 9 2/3 innings. So I'm gonna move him up because that strikeout rate is very mature. I'm going to move him up, and let's see where he fits in here. He's kind of a back-end guy here. But there may be room created down the road. And just the hitters for the Lansing Lugnuts. Yorman Rodriguez, he's doing okay. Scotty Bradley's doing well in a small role. Spencer Horwitz is doing pretty well. PK Morris is, borderline. Nick Gonzalez, 129 OPS. That's pretty good. 6 home runs. I think that's the most on the team. 294, 366, 514. That's nice to see. Angel Camacho, hitting for a ton of power again. Miguel Giraldo, 118 OPS plus. That's also much more of what we want to see. 6 doubles, 4 home runs. 296 average, 356 OBP. Davis Schneider hitting okay, all singles so far. Leonardo Jimenez, another guy who's holding his own. I would say he's probably, again, he's getting a lot of, and he's in a slump, but he's going to get a lot of value from his defense. And then Rafael Antigua, he's hitting okay, but in a very limited role. But the regular outfielders like Kerwer, Solarte, and Ammons are actually all not doing well. So that is our sim for today. Thank you for joining us. I'm JayBlue, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you to GM Games for hosting us on their site. Please like the video, comment if you have any questions. We're going to try to get around to them. So that's it. Have a great one, everybody.